Choice, an act of choosing between two or more possibilities. The common one, so many of us know, choice between good and evil. You always hear it's either you choose good or you choose evil, but the fact is you have a choice. As much as someone can tell you you don't have a choice, it's not true unless you're forced against your will or threatened with your life or anything that may consider for your side to be dangerous in the sense of you are being threatened with your life. But even then you have a choice, either to agree or to disagree whether somebody wants to take your life. Yeah, so choice is something serious. So here's the thing, what most people don't do in life, they never ponder on the meaning of having a choice, meaning they never think about it. Like, what does the future hold in terms of my choices? So it's always good to sit and think about important choices one need to make when it comes to your finances, your love life, your health, work or business, even moral or your mental state. And when you ponder about these choices you want to make, think what outcome would it be? What outcome will it have for you? The point of pondering about future choices you would want to make is not just to make a choice, but the choice that you do make or want to make, will it have less mistakes if there's mistakes that would come up? But also, will it have less stress if I make this certain choice? Hence, one needs to ponder. You see, I once made such a mistake. I had a full-time job that I worked for 5 years, and as I just planned on working for 5 years because the reason was I needed consistent cash. I had a project to build my own house within 5 years without having to ask money from the bank. So I used my own cash basically. I built this house with cash money without taking out a loan or mortgage, as most people know. But the thing is, when I retired on my 6th year, I made a loan which I wanted to invest into a business. Little did I know this business wouldn't last, so I lost out on that money. So it was 100,000 rand based on South African currency, but when you convert it to dollars back then, it was about close to approximately $10,000. So after that year retiring, I couldn't keep up on paying this loan anymore. So in a way, I failed in that investment, but then I had to face paying the bank back this money. But here's the thing, I didn't have much pressure on me. As much as I have a conscience, I wanted to pay this money back, but I didn't have much pressure. The reason why is previously I made a personal study on finances as far as loans are concerned. And I just, did some research finding out about certain of the different type of loans that the banks are loaning. And I discovered about this loan, they call it an unsecured loan, meaning that this loan is not attached to any of your assets that you might have, such as maybe your car payments or your mortgage, your house, and then mostly when you can't pay back, the bank will then foreclosure your house or whatever, take whatever asset you have so as to make up to the money that you owe them. So this was an unsecured loan. Luckily for me, I could pay them any amount that they would want me to pay them back as long as I'm giving them something. So in the long run, that helped me actually. So what's the whole point in all of this? Well, always think about certain decisions you would like to make in the future. Study about them. found out what are the cons and pros, and if something should go sideways, what would the impact be on your life or your ability to make money or to have a job, whatever it is, the circumstances wherever you live in the world. And always uh, give yourself space to have the ability to get out of the problem or have minimal damage, if we can say that. So the lesson here is, even though I made a mistake or failed with the investment, I actually gained more knowledge and insight about how money works and how one should prevail on making more money, overall, despite whether I was in a slump as far as failing that investment and obviously owing the bank some money. But I wasn't under pressure as to look for a new plan to make money, of which I definitely would share with you in the future how did I go about getting out of that problem. Yes, beautiful people, there's so much things that we can learn, when it comes to making choices and pondering about our choices. So everybody around the globe, from the southern part of the world to the northern part of the world, always make sure to stick to wise counsel.